Welcome to everyone, guys. I'm not at home right now, but let's kick off with this stream. And I'm having many questions heading into this event. Isključim zvuk. I'm having many questions heading into this event, and there are some things that I'm kind of having a hard time with. For example, the fact that many fighters here are not going to take part in competitive battles. It kind of scares the shit out of me. This fight card is very much different, very much different than, for example, other pay-per-views, because we got some mismatches, we got some weird fights, but overall, I think this is overall good event, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to every single event. Darian Weeks versus Johan Linus. I don't know how much is the odd for fight starts round 3, but I'm going to write it right now. Weeks versus Linus over 2.5 is plus 110. Linus to win plus 105. I already gave you positive value heading into this fight. Johan is the modern day Matt Brown, says Grayson. Yeah, Grayson, I agree with your constatation. He is a modern era Matt Brown. Always likes to march forward, always likes to battle, and always likes to take part in a competitive matches. He is a modern day gladiator. That's something I definitely agree with you. So about Johan, I think this underdog pick actually makes sense. Odds are kind of even. Alice Reed versus Melissa Martinez. I'd say skip this fight. I'd say skip this fight because, so tricky, man. Alice Reed versus Melissa Martinez. I'd fade this fight, but pick fight starts around 3. Side pick, I'd say Alice to win minus 165. Let's say Alice decision if I must pick a method 2. I think Alice decision. But I'd fade this fight. I'd really fade this fight. Let me see. Read decision plus 240. No, sorry. Alice decision plus 240. Alice to win plus 140. But I'd fade this fight. I actually think fight starts round 3 is way more better pick. Is way more better pick than for example pick inside, because I see a competitive bout coming up. I see a pretty much huge competitive matchup happening in the days to come. And that's how I see this fight, but I'd gladly fade it. So if you want to listen to me, just fade this fight. I didn't bet on this one. If you ask me about my bets, I bet on Li Jingliang and Khamzat Chimaev only on this card. I didn't bet on other fights, so unfortunately that's it. Haile Alateng versus Chad Anhelicher. Fight doesn't go the distance. Anhelicher versus Haile, no distance, is plus 120. I have a feeling somebody knocks somebody out. Haile Alateng to win, minus 175. Yes, Haile Alateng to win is minus 175. I do have a feeling these two guys are going to stand and bang. I have a feeling that Haile Alateng is going to win via TKO KO. Haile KO TKO. But odds haven't been released yet. That's the problem. Odds haven't been released yet. Now, I need to say that I see Haile as a more skillful fighter. That's how I see him. Is he more skillful? Well, I don't know honestly what to say. I hope so. At least I hope so he is. Absolutely much. I hope so he is, and we're gonna see that in the week to come. Now the next fight is going to be Daniel Wolf versus Norma Dumont. I see Norma Dumont. Oh, I forgot. I bet also Norma Dumont. Oh, sorry. Norma Dumont to win. I forgot that I bet on Norma Dumont. Sorry. I say Norma Dumont KO, TKO. I think it's gonna be the finish. Norma Dumont. Norma Dumont. Dumont plus 200. Yes. KO, TKO. Inside the distance is plus 200. KO, TKO odds haven't been released yet. So, unfortunately, I can't tell you what am I thinking right now at the moment because odds are not released yet. But I think Norma gonna finish this fight. I see Daniel Wolf as a so-so fighter, if you know what that means. If you know what that means, I see her as a so-so fighter. And let me now hit the timestamps. Let me now hit the timestamps. Now we've got Chris Burnett versus Jay Collier. People are underestimating Chris Burnett in this fight, so you could try it out, but no distance. No distance. Burnett versus Collier. Minus 120. Burnett to win. Plus 330. I have a feeling that Burnett might actually pull this out. And again, it doesn't have to mean that's the case, because of course Collier is the favorite for a reason. He's got those hillbilly punches, and he's got powerful fists. He's got powerful smashes, and everything he has is so powerful, so devastating, so dangerous. But overall, I have to say this fight is maybe too risky to bet because you've seen Barnett's KO via spinning kicks, etc. Your picks. Oh, thank you, Grayson. I completely agree. I definitely fade this fight. So too risky, man. If you wanna risk, just risk with Barnett. But Collier is minus 410, which perfectly makes no sense to me because the line should be closer. Barnett is not that bad. Okay, he is smaller guy, but under 2.5. Yes, that's a great pick. Under 2.5, minus 110. That's okay pick. I definitely agree. That one is on point. Tiuliulin versus Pickett. Range send, he will pick Dennis Tiuliulin. I am all in with Pickett. Pickett to win. Yes, I will reply. Just 1 second. Minus 125. Pickett KO, TKO. Yes. Off topic. I'm now starting to favor Sean more than Jan, more versus Jan. I could see him winning a decision. Decision is the only way to win Petr Jan. So I think I agree with you. Unless Jan mixes it up, then he should win. Yes, Dabrowski, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. I'm not at home. That's why my face is kind of blurred, but I'm at my dad. Yes, I agree with that. No problem. I will try to reply to everyone. That's not a problem. Anton Turkalj versus Jauta Almeida. Dana, why do you hate Anton Turkalj? Just tell me that, please. Why do you hate this guy? He's been thrown to the wolf in his first outing. I don't want to bet on Almeida because I don't know, man. I feel some compassion towards Turkalj, but I see Almeida winning. Unfortunately, I see Almeida winning. Minus 660. Oh, now I'm gonna say Almeida submission. But this could turn into a competitive fight. I mean, people believe Almeida is going to win pretty much easily. But here is another problem. Almeida submission -140. Let me see Almeida KO, TKO. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. This might become a competitive fight. So if you want to risk, maybe try Almeida KO, TKO. But this could be a competitive fight. I didn't bet on this one, but I'm telling you, this could be a competitive fight. Watch. I'm telling you guys, this could be a competitive fight. Anton is very vulnerable on the feet, though he is bad defensively. Yes, but listen, I understand that in the first UFC bout you get some, how do you say, some guy, some goaltender or some guy who defends. I forgot how you say that word. How do you say? It's not cage keeper. How do you say? I forgot that word. I like Alex Caceres. What was Alex Caceres? Can somebody remind me? Gatekeeper. Thank you, Grayson. Gatekeeper. It's normal to get a gatekeeper in your first outing. That's okay. But Jonathan Almeida is not a gatekeeper. The guy is a fucking killer, man. Turkalj might have cardio advantage. True. True. I don't know why Dana hates this guy. I understand that Shamil pulled out, and I understand that Almeida is trying to save the show with Turkalj fight, but man, come on. This is 220 pounds. Turkalj walks around 230. Almeida fought in heavyweight. He defeated Porter. Why are you doing this to this guy? Fucking killer. Yeah. 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 He is. He is, man. He is. I just don't know why Dana hates Anton Turkalj. Just tell me why do you hate him? He did nothing to you, man. Hakeem Dawodu versus Julian Erosa. Now, let's say Erosa to win. Plus 180. I think Erosa could pull out the decision. I didn't bet on this. This is just my pick. Erosa, I think he could pull out the decision. But a safer pick is fight starts round 3. Let me see. Erosa decision. Odds are not released. That's why I'm having this kind of picks. Plus, this will be a banger, absolutely. Safer way, fight starts round 3. That is a safer way for this fight. And this is preliminary card until minute 13. Then main card. Then chit chat with my fans. Okay. All right. Thank you all for being here. Absolutely. I mean, your support means life to me. Okay. We are heading into the main card. Now about the main card, I have 2 things to say. First of all, I've seen many people saying this is not competitive main card. Is it okay? Well, when you think a bit better, it's not quite a competitive. It might not be competitive at all. But should you give it a shot? Well, don't judge a card by a piece of paper. Sometimes these are the best fights, and I don't know. I've heard too many comments that this fight card is kind of rigged. MMA community is having a lot of different comments when it comes to this fight card. Now, first of all, I'd like to tell you that the first fight of the main card is the most entertaining fight for me. That is the fight between Jon Cutelaba and Johnny Walker, because I like to say Johnny No Chin Walker. And Cutelaba, Mr. Hulk. I mean, you know what he does. Everybody knows Jon Cutelaba. The guy is an entertainer. And the guy is pretty much trying to entertain us. He wants to have crowd. He wants to be in the center of the attention. It is okay. I expect him to win via KO or TKO. Now let me check the odds. I assume Cutelaba is going to be the favorite in this. -200, fair odds. I say these are fair odds. Okay, now let's see. Cutelaba, KO, TKO. I see Cutelaba getting early KO. Or maybe later KO, but I just don't think Walker's chin is on point anymore. Kutelaba KO, TKO plus 135. No distance is safer pick. No distance. How much is this? Minus 303. This is the most entertaining fight on the main card for me. Now you will ask why. Because I hope we are going to see a knockout. I hope the knockout is coming. At least on my end. Hope is the last one to die. And why not, man? Let's bring it on. Let's see how good it can be. Let's see whether Johnny Walker is gonna get floored and removed from the UFC, because I think his chin is done. I think his time is done. And when it comes to Kutelaba, I do believe we are going to see him in the UFC in the days to come. I believe his time is coming. Now the next fight, Irene Aldana versus Macy Chiasson. Now Irene Aldana minus 170, Macy Chiasson plus 145. This fight gonna be a banger, but I'm gonna go with Aldana minus 170. I got Lee. I also have Lee winning. I even bet on Lee. All Johnny Walker talking about on embedded is defense. Yes, it's defense. I have Irene decision. I'm also a huge cat lover, and you know that Irene is a cat woman, so I didn't bet on this though because I'm a bit scared. But Irene decision works well for me. But this is going to be a technical fight. Aldana decision plus 160. Yes, Charles? Yon will put Walker to sleep. Count me in. I agree. You bet, man. If Aldana can avoid the body lock, I think she will get a TKO. TKO? If she gets a TKO, I will be very happy. Johnny and his wife seems scared. He's gonna KO'd again. Yes, I've seen his wife is scared. I've seen, but I mean, it's normal. What would you do if you were Johnny Walker's wife? You would behave the same because he got floored and she loves him. That's normal. If you love somebody, you don't wanna see your loved one hurt. I believe Erosa is going to win because Erosa has cardio advantage. That's what I see. If he stays away from getting knocked out, Dawodu hits harder, but I do see Erosa as a better cardio guy. And you've seen the fight between Julian Erosa and Steven Peterson. So that was a real banger. I expect nothing less in this fight. I could see Johnny Walker landing a flying knee to win. Well, if Johnny Walker wins, way to go, man. Then your picks are on point. No problems with that. I got a bad feeling about Johnny Walker, just to say. Then the next fight, Daniel Rodriguez versus Kevin Holland. I have a feeling this is going to be a technical and a boring fight. I don't know why, but I just have a bad feeling. You think Chad is a good underdog? No, I actually picked highly. I think Rodriguez versus Holland. I think it goes the distance. Erosa could. He's off and on. Yes, Erosa is very unpredictable. Rodriguez versus Holland, I believe fight goes the distance. This is plus 137. I think it's gonna be a boring fight. But I see Holland to win. But it's gonna be so boring fight. Yes, Holland is sloppy, man. In year 2020, this was the best year for Kevin Holland, but now he's sloppy. I don't know, maybe too many matches in a short period of time. Then he looks good for like 5 seconds and wins. That's true. But I think this is going to be a very boring matchup. If you ask me, why do you think it will be a boring fight? Because we will see a lot of technicality on both ends. That's how I see this fight coming up with Kevin Holland, because Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez, he hits hard, but he likes to feint. Also, Kevin Holland likes to feint when he fights a tactical opponent. He is not fighting Kyle Dachos this time. I mean, I'm not gonna say boring, but more of a technical, more of a stand-up war. We aren't gonna see much of a ground game, etc., etc. Maybe my syntax was off point in this sentence. D-Rod too inactive. Exactly. Too inactive, and he might try to attack off the counter. Holland is not super offensive. He pressures on and off. He is not a super offensive guy. So we've got two masters of counters. And what happens when counter guys face each other? Well, it's a technical fight. Like, for example, I don't see it being Rose Namajunas versus Carlos Esparza, but anything is possible. I think Holland will win with knees to the body or body kicks. So that would be awesome. That would be awesome if I see a finish in this fight. He lands over 8 strikes per minute, the highest in the division. D-Rod, that's going to be awesome. But D-Rod is an excellent master of counters. I mean, when he counters you, he's not countering with a single punch. Because he counters, 3, 4, 5. And the fact why I think this goes the distance, that is the fact that D-Rod lands big shots. But his big shots are more combos, He's landing more combos. That's something that kind of makes me believe we are going to see the fight going the distance. Despite this is off point, etc., etc. I honestly think D-Rod isn't that good. Holland will pick him apart. D-Rod is flat-footed and susceptible to straights. That's true. Way to go, man. I didn't know that he is flat-footed. I didn't know that, really. I learned something new. Grayson, that doesn't change my point. He's still sloppy, then all of a sudden good. Okay. The next fight is going to be Li Jingliang versus Tony Ferguson. Unfortunately, I bet on Li Jingliang. As a die-hard fan of Tony, man, don't hate me, please. I mean, you have all the right of this world to hate me. Li Jingliang to win -305. Li KO, TKO, +165. I think Tony has all the rights of this world to hate me, and sorry, man. I'm a big fan of yours, but I bet against you. Just forgive me again. You got floored against Michael Chandler, and I think this time I'm going to light up the candles. Tony getting KO'd. Unfortunately, pray for Tony to the MMA gods. Man, I bet Li Jingliang to win. I didn't bet on Tony KO, but against Michael Chandler, he looked amazingly. He was not down on the scorecard. And all of a sudden, you've seen what happened. All of a sudden, I think Tony hates me now, but I'm a fan of his, but I don't see him winning. I don't know how to elaborate this. I simply have a bad feeling about this fight. It's hard to bet against somebody you love that much. It's so hard to bet. You're feeling like you're cutting the part of yourself, if you know what I have a feeling that I'm cutting my arm, literally. When I placed, I was feeling that I'm cutting my arm, that I'm removing the part of my arm when I put that bet. I hope Tony wins, but Lee is a really bad matchup. Yes, I was having a feeling that I'm destroying myself when I placed that bet, and I'm sorry because I did it. But unfortunately, I believe one of my favorite fighters is losing, and I'm thinking about lighting candles. I'm on a Bulgarian girl. Could you help me? Well, you can always visit Bulgaria, man. Just visit the part next to the sea. For example, visit Varna, visit Burgas, visit Nesebar. There are many places. You could visit if you wanna. They like to have fun, so it won't be a hard time. It won't be hard for you to find something, especially if you're a foreigner. I don't know how it works with online dating because I don't do it, but I can tell you that, for example, these cities next to the sea, they have the best parties in the whole state. So if you want to party, if you want to catch something up, if you want to have fun, that might be your best chance. And now the main event of the evening. Nate will have to forgive me. I have Chimaev to win. I don't see him finishing Nate, but Nate's cuts and bleeds. Doctors always stop those fights. I just think it's a bad luck for Nate. Plus, this could be a very competitive fight. Nate will get slammed on his head, unfortunately. Hence, I think this could be a very competitive fight. Yes? What did you write? Just to see. I've got Board's second round TKO. I've got Board's third round. Do you think Nate's gamesmanship will get to Board's? Hardly. Hardly. I just think Chimaev is too much for him, especially at this point of his career. Chimaev nearly defeated Gilbert. I mean, that Gilbert Burns fight was super competitive. 2-1 was my scorecard too. But it was a very, very, very competitive fight. Unfortunately, I don't think Nate Diaz can defeat Gilbert Burns at this point of the career. I really don't think that. Okay, this is Chit Chat, so you can ask whatever you want. Please, let's interact. Ask me whatever you want, please. I want to interact with you. I want to chit chat. So I'm eager to say whatever you would like, and I'm eager to discuss this upcoming event or whatever, something. I just need to give you round robin, then I'm gonna discuss. Let me see, round robin. 1 second. Erosa to win. Erosa, 1 second. Erosa to win. Alright, Erosa to win. Then, but these are round robins. Erosa to win, Reed to win, and I have something else. Erosa, Reed, and Johan. This is round robin. Let me see. If he turns his back to boards, I could see him slamming a straight right. Really? That could be fun. That could be fun to see. Plus 180, plus 140, plus 105. Okay, so these are... and you will ask, who did you bet on? I got Ulin as my underdog pick. Good luck, it's very probable. You know, anything can happen. It's very probable. Now, let me see. Now you will ask about my bets. Okay, I'm gonna tell you which are my bets. Dumont to win, Ali to win, Hamzat to win. I just did it for fun, but I hope Tony is going to forgive me, and I hope Nate Diaz is going to forgive me, because I'm a big fan of theirs and I played against them. I don't know. I'm begging for forgiveness. No, I'm publicly begging for forgiveness because I know I might not deserve it. I was feeling like I'm destroying a part of myself, but by placing bets against them, but I don't see them winning. You know, it's hard. It's hard decision for me. It was a very, very, very hard decision for me. It was a tough pill to swallow. So, you know how it looks like. It was a very, very tough pill to swallow, for me at least in the first place. Pretty much tough pill to swallow. And again, Tiluin sounds like a very good underdog pick. I didn't pick him though, but this is close fight, and close fights could end either way. I do think odds are pretty much on point for Tiluin fight. Favorite cities in Europe to visit? Prague. Definitely Prague. And Rostock. Which else? Prague, Rostock, and Paris. Prague in Czech Republic, Rostock in Germany, and Paris, France. Hamzat versus Colby next, or Belal Brady winner. I see Hamzat versus Colby bringing the greater number of pay-per-views. But Belal, Brady winner, if Belal wins, that is not going to bring the huge number of pay-per-views. But again, Hamzat would have a hard time against Colby, while I believe he could defeat Belal via wrestling. So if we're talking about which fight is better for Hamzat, then it would definitely be staying away from Colby Covington by any means necessary. I've heard Krakow, Poland is fun. Have you ever been? No, in Poland I've only been in Warsaw. Warsaw, like the capital of Poland. That's one and only place in Poland where I have been. And I was driving through Gdańsk. Gdańsk is it used to be Danzig. It used to be a German city prior to World War II, but then they changed the name to Gdańsk. I was driving through that city, and I've been to Rostock in Germany, but in Poland I've only been to Warsaw. Should I do a parlay Almeida Kutelaba by finish? Yes, Davudu. I didn't pick Davudu. Holland, I picked Holland. Holland and Chimaev finish. Chimaev finish, okay. Holland, I think Holland is going to win, but I don't know whether it's going to be a finish or not. About Davudu, I picked Rosa, but you can try it out. Why not? Almeida Turkey, I got the fight going over 1.5. I agree with that. I think it could actually turn into a very competitive fight. Hello, Robert. All the Buckley and Jordan fanboys. What happened now? Something big happened. You didn't write it without reason. So what happened, Robert? No, I'm just asking. I'm curious. Buckley got schooled, just like I said. Yeah, he got schooled. I had Imavo winning though, but I have Imavo winning. Only in the third round when Imavo guessed for some reason. Uh, Honestly, I don't know why he guessed what happened. I really don't know why he guessed. I don't know what happened to him. That's a mystery I was trying to decode, but I have no answer to that question. I think Macy Kiasun will be wrestling for her life. Of course, we agree on that. I think Macy Kiasun will start wrestling right off the bat because Aldana is a better striker. And Aldana is fighting like a cat, you know that very well. She is a huge cat lover, so she's learning from cats. This is no joke. I'm dead ass, man. This is no joke. It was great for that, just flukishly guessed. I have no idea why. I have no idea either. Collier versus Burnett, I have ended under 2.5 rounds. I agree on that pick 100%. Definitively agree on that pick. Defo agree. That fight, somebody gonna get knocked out. A line is pretty much off point in that fight. Collier is minus 410. Aldana has some hands. Clean left hook. Really? Yes, Aldana has some hands. She is pretty much powerful striker. I didn't understand the question. You wrote Aldana has some hands. Sorry, I've seen wrong. Yes, clean left hook, like a short hook. But that short hook is brutal. Kind of reminds me of Alex Pereira's short hook. Not that strong though, but technically it kind of reminds me on Alex Pereira a bit. So that is something that really makes me think of that fight from a more positive aspect. I really believe Irene Aldana might actually outstrike Macy Kiasun, unless Kiasun drags her to the ground. Then that's a problem. Her KO against Vieira was brutal. Oh yeah, you still remember that KO, do you, lads? Still remember that KO. Kutelaba versus Walker, I took uh, going the distance or not going the distance. I think not going the distance is a better pick. Or You wrote going, not going the distance. Sorry, hold on. Not going the distance. Okay, I agree. That's actually my pick for that fight too. I didn't bet on it, but that is my pick for that fight. So we agree on that. We agree 100% on that. That's that's very much likely to happen. No, it's okay. It's okay. Absolutely, everybody makes a mistake. Unlike when it comes to this fight, I'm pretty much having a feeling this will not go the distance. I have Kutelaba winning via KO though. KO, TKO. I think Johnny Walker might get floored though. Yeah, I think Johnny Walker might get floored. So there is a huge chance of Johnny Walker going to sleep after that fight. So yeah, why not? Absolutely. Uh, I'm betting Walker by KO. Walker by KO. Hmm, that's interesting. May I hear why you think Walker is gonna floor him? You think because of a flying knee, or you surely have some kind of a reason? I assume. I mean, okay, it's not impossible. Kutelaba can't put out Ryan Spen. I remember, I know what are you thinking of, right? I remember that fight. I actually have Fight Pass on my other PC, so I rewatched that fight yesterday. I know what are you talking about exactly. Yeah, it makes sense. Absolutely. When I think a bit better, that's a good reason. I took Chimaev inside the distance. I agree with that. Because if the fight goes the distance, then, Nate is crazy in championship rounds. I wouldn't risk against Nate in championship rounds. You know that very well. So Chimaev has to finish it inside the distance or to fight for his life in championship rounds. Because Nate is not going to stop. Everybody knows that. Nate Diaz is not going to stop. You've seen what he did to Leon. He nearly knocked out Leon in the dying seconds of the match. Ryan Span is just as chinny as Walker, man, and it will be hard as Fagras to reach his chin, let alone catch him clean. Okay, you think that way, I respect your opinion. I like to learn some new things, so I really like to learn some new things. I always like move uh, to move forward, and every single day you can learn something, but that's okay. It makes sense. I mean, everything you wrote perfectly makes sense. I think Yon's bullying style doesn't work well as these massive guys. He is too small to bully Walker and KO him. He is smaller. He's, I think, only 6 foot 2, right? Walker is 6 foot 5. I think Kutelaba is 6 foot 2 or 6 foot 1. He's a smaller guy for that weight class. I think he's 6 foot 2 though, right? Do you think Gabriel Bonfim is a legit prospect? Yes. Yes, I do believe he is a legit prospect. Hey, there are some news I need to tell you. Now I can also watch and rewatch Dana White Contender Series at UFC on Fight Pass, but I'm not going to watch it because tomorrow I'm not going to cover it because tomorrow I'm very busy. I have something to work. I have to train etc. But I can rewatch every single Dana White Contender Series fight. Just to tell you, they allowed us in Serbia. Finally, man, thanks God, they allowed us to watch Dana White Contender Series on Fight Pass, and we can rewatch TUF, The Ultimate Fighter. And I'm like, oh man, thanks God, I purchased that Fight Pass for a reason. That's awesome. Yes, it is, man. We couldn't watch that. We couldn't watch that. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Now I will be able to watch and rewatch every single fight if I want to. And of course, I'm gonna rewatch Dana White Contender Series. Like earlier, I had to like, if I wanna rewatch Dana White Contender Series, it was so complicated. Like I had it on Fight Pass, but like I had to write like, please, can you unlock me this folder, etc, etc. It was so annoying. Now I can just watch and rewatch. I think Gabriel Bonfim is going to get a brutal finish tonight. Yes, I think Gabriel Bonfim is going to score a finish too. I think he is a legit prospect. What about the other Bonfim guy? What do you think about the other Bonfim? I think he has a harder opponent, right? Robert. Walker is thicker than Jon, 6'5", tall with 83 inches of reach. Yeah, that is true. He has some of the greatest reaches in the whole weight class. He is massive compared to him. He is in a tougher fight, says Grayson. Yes, he is. I think Gabriel has more potential. I also believe Gabriel has more potential than the other Bonfim guy. I forgot his name though. But I think the other Bonfim guy has harder opponents. So that fight, the other Bonfim guy could easily go the distance. His opponent is very, very, very chinny. And he can take a beating. He can really, really take a violent, brutal beating. So Alatank versus Angeli here. Do you think it goes the distance? I have a feeling we might see a finish in that fight, but it's possible. I mean, it's possible, but I have a feeling it will be a banger, and I have a feeling that somebody is gonna get floored. What is Darian Wicks good at? Darian Wicks is good at long range fighting. Long range, dancing around, running around the circles, tricking his opponents, angling, everything that has something to do with long range fighting. You know, for example, straights, long kicks, step drag forward, step drag backward, angling, but for example, check hook, for example, he is good at that. Backpedaling plus angling, but his weakness is clinch fighting, and his not say big weakness, but I think he's not the greatest on the ground. But this is just my opinion. I just think Johan is better on the ground, and if the fight gets dragged to the ground, that's gonna be a massive problem for Darian Wicks. That's how I see that fight coming. And I only have 3 underdogs in this card. Is he a better wrestler? No. No way. No way, man. I don't think he is. Johan is brutal wrestler. Johan is a mixture of wrestling and grappling. He doesn't have clean wrestling techniques. For example, when you're wrestling, catch like this, and suplex. This is the basic in wrestling. Catch and this. Try to bridge it up. Johan doesn't do it like that. He's a mixture of grappling and wrestling, and that makes me very much non-confident about that fight. I actually think Darian Wicks is gonna get floored or finished on the ground. I think Johan is a very, very bad matchup for him. So I will be live for 15 more minutes. So please hoop in, ask questions. I'm always eager to answer. I'm happy to answer all your questions. Johan has awkward power. I think he will land a wild hook. Well, Johan has those, how you say, for example, leaping hook, when you feint with your rear hand and then bang. I really was anticipating Cedric Doumbé's debut, so dumb the France Commission didn't let him fight Weeks because he doesn't have enough MMA experience. Do you know that I was super angry when I found out that Glory Champ is not going to fight, that Glory Kickboxing star is like, I was like, man, are you fucking normal? What are you doing? Why are you ruining us? Why are you ruining our event? Why are you ruining the event, man? I mean, it would have been a great scrap. He is literally the best kickboxer. Absolutely. And they ruined the fucking event, man. I wanted to see Cedric fighting. They had 5 French fighters. They could have had 6 fighters and 6 victories. Imagine that, 6 fighters and 6 victories. All right, 5 out of 5 is great. 6 out of 6 is better. His opponent would have had a hard time with the great kickboxer. Kickboxer was a bad matchup for his potential opponent. Any thoughts on the upcoming KSW card? I see a lot of former UFC fighters competing. My most confident pick for KSW is Darko Stosic to win. For now, I didn't do detailed analysis, but I hope I will do it tomorrow if my time allows me. Exactly. Yes, that's bullshit, man. I mean, come on. Bonico is fighting the Dana White Contender Series with 1-0. Now with 2-0, he's going to get 3-0 and he's going to get his UFC contract signed. Why Daniel Wolf with 1-0? And Cedric Doumbé can't fight in the UFC. Why? So what? They think he's dumb or what? Come on, man. The guy has Alex Pereira knockout power. What are you talking about, man? That's bullshit. The guy has Alex Pereira knockout power. I mean, really, let's be honest. The guy has Alex Pereira knockout power. It's totally badass. Why would you ruin something like that? Why would you do something like that? Also, I wish Roberto Soldic signed with the UFC. He's a monster. Actually, Roberto Soldic rejected the UFC offer. He signed with ONE FC. I don't know why, but they say because he is on roids. Majority of Balkan MMA community is commenting that he is on roids, and that's the reason for his UFC rejection. I don't know whether that's true or not. I don't have proofs. These are just speculations. My coach is in pretty good relations with Roberto Soldic's coach, so I can ask him tomorrow. I don't think Soldic can pass USADA personally. I will ask my coach tomorrow and I will let you know that my coach and Roberto Soldic's coach are in very good relationships. They are privately cooperating, so I can ask him that tomorrow. Yeah, he said that ONE FC deal was better and ONE FC has better talent. Like, come on, bro. ONE FC has better talent. Just tell me this is some kind of a joke, please. You're joking, right? Ask him. Okay, I will ask my coach. That's not a problem. Okay, I just need to write that on my phone. Okay, just a second. Just to write. He could be saucy. Okay, I'm gonna photo this. Just 1 second, wait. Okay, I will ask my coach. Were you impressed by Abus Magomedov? Yes. He could be saucy, wouldn't doubt it. Yes, man. Yes, it makes sense. Okay, I will ask my coach. That's not a problem. I'm tomorrow visiting my wrestling class. So I was training yesterday. I was training striking. Tomorrow I'm visiting my wrestling class. So I will ask him. That's not a problem. I mean, okay, I gave you a promise. I will ask him. I will see what my coach has to say. But You might be right. I mean, it's Balkan MMA community. Like Roberto Soldic is from Croatia. I live in Serbia. It's like country next to country. We have a mutual border. ONE FC has some good fighters, but nowhere on UFC level. Actually, Adriano Moraes is a high level fighter. But you are right, nowhere near. They have a lot of disgruntled UFC fighters. For some reason, they like inking disgruntled UFC fighters. I like Hadley, the Muay Thai fighter. He's good. Oh, absolutely. I like Liam Harrison and I like Tawon Chai. Tawon Chai, the Thai fighter, Muay Thai fighter from Thailand. Tawon Chai. I actually learned a lot of techniques from him. If you compare mine and his fighting style, you will see some similarities. Haggerty, I think I forgot. Haggerty. I like Liam Harrison. I think it's Liam Harrison. Haggerty, I think it's Haggerty though. Not sure though. I like Liam Harrison a lot. That Muay Thai guy. But Tawon Chai is my fighter number one when it comes to Muay Thai. It's not Sam Chai is also good, but I'm all on Tawon Chai. I love that guy. You bet I love that guy, man. He is lefty, just like me, so I can apply majority of his moves, and he is moving laterally, which is not normal for a Muay Thai guy. And officially, have you had any amateur bouts? I had many taekwondo bouts, pro, amateur, I don't even know, probably over 200. I had 2 amateur kickboxing bouts, 1 win and 1 loss. In MMA, I didn't have amateur bouts because at the age of 24, I was having brutal liver issues. And I was hospitalized, I literally barely survived. Then I tried to get back, but it has never been the same. It has never been the same. It has been totally different, unfortunately. It has been totally different for me, and I was never able to get back then. Those liver issues were following me for my whole life. Hey Joe, how are you? I'm long time supporter. How are you, man? I'm so glad you're in the chat. Are you at work, man? I released UFC picks. Sorry, I was having one phase in my life. I'm just sorry, man. I was just having one phase in my life that didn't do well for me, and I was just having a hard time. I was just having a hard time, and I was trying to mix it up. Just awesome. Just awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by in this chat. Absolutely. I will be live for 5 more minutes. Još 5 minuta ću. Još 5 minuta ću. Nije, nego i njima sad, obično im je ova pauza za ručak, pa što radi. Yeah. Who do you got, Gamrot or Dariush? Personally, I think Gamrot destroys him. I'm telling you, Gamrot is a bad matchup for everybody. Literally for everybody, Gamrot is a bad matchup. If it's 5 rounds, I think Gamrot. If it's 3 rounds, that's not good for Gamrot. I'm telling you, in a 3-rounder, Gamrot is not a 3-round guy. He is a 5-round guy. If it's 5 rounds, then I'm giving advantage to Gamrot. Is it 3 or 5 rounds, please? I'm not sure whether it's 3 or 5 rounds. 3. Ooh. If it's 3, then it's a problem. Agreed, he's a ruthless wrestler. I love his style. I love him too. 3. Gamrot is not a 3-round guy. That's a problem. It's gonna be tricky, man. Gamrot is a cardio machine. A ruthless wrestler with a brutal cardio. Exactly. Gamrot is a slow starter. Exactly. That's not good for him if it's 3 rounds. Because in first round, he's snipering people. Gamrot is like in first round. I have a sniper. Alright. Aim. That's Gamrot in round 1. Even then, Dariush has showed his chin isn't the best. He could also chin Dariush. He could, but Gamrot... I'm not saying he's not going to go for a knockout. He will, but as Jojo said, he's a slow starter. Maybe Gamrot pushed the pace though non-stop. Well, if it's 3 rounds, his only chance is to push the pace non-stop. You know that Gamrot is extremely good in 5-rounders. Also in KSW, rewatch his KSW fights, they're publicly available. In 5-rounders, he was killing people, literally. Like, nobody can parry him in 5-rounders. But in 3-rounders, it's a problem, because in round 1, he likes to feel the opponent, if you know what I mean. He likes to feel the opponent. He likes to see how everything looks like, and that's what he wants to see. He's getting into the feeling of the fight in round 1. Gan destroyed Tai. Yes, he did, but Tai dropped him in the second. Have you seen how Tai dropped him in the second? Was a great match, man. Really the fight of the night, though. He'd also, IMO, give Islam his biggest test. If it's 5 rounds, this guy here is betting on Gamrot. Now, you will say I'm insane. I am insane. I confess. But if they ever fight, if it's 5 rounds, this guy here is betting on Gamrot. I spar Tai in Melbourne. Oh, that's awesome, man. So, how's Tai in sparring? How is he doing in sparring? I mean, Tai, probably when he hits you, you're pretty much... If he hits you, you're fucked up. And one of Tai corner guys, he's my coach. That's excellent, man. So he hits like a Mack truck, right? He's super brutal. Tai is strong, I know, man. He probably walks around 280, 300. He's cutting for heavyweight. I will bet on Gamrot also. Okay, then we are both insane. Okay, I confess, I'm insane. If it's 5 rounders, this guy here is betting on Gamrot. Yeah. I can't believe Tai dropped Gun. That was nasty. Tai hits hard, man, believe me. He hits hard. Gun 8-month layoff was best thing for him. Yes, it was. But have you seen that round 2? Bang! Shoot, Cyril Gun goes down. I was like, what? He progressed his striking. Yeah, he's even more accurate than he used to be. But have you seen, like, in round 2? Bang! And he goes down. I was like, what? I think Tai was also surprised. I think Tai was also like, what the heck happened? But I knew personally Tai won't KO him. How did you know that? Because you train with him, or? I will tell you why. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I will wait for that. I have few more minutes. I will wait for that. Hoće samo nešto mi napiše valjda. Gun has best chin. Yeah, you are right, man. He survived some of Ty's brutal bombs. He survived Francis and Lewis. Hell right. You're right. Biggest punches. You're right about that, my friend. You're definitely right about that. He survived some of the nastiest punches of these two guys. He knows how to dig deep and survive. I don't like the way Gunn exits the pocket with his chin high. He does it all the time. A healthy Ngannou might chin him. Unhealthy Ngannou defeated him. That was a big surprise for me, honestly. I was expecting a 5-rounder. But like 5-rounder where Gunn is going to dominate, when I've seen like Francis Ngannou wrestling, that was a big surprise for me. I'm taking Gunn on rematch. Well, if a rematch happens, I also think Gunn is going to win. He's not going to make the same mistake over and over again. I don't know why Fernand Lopez wasn't better prepared. Fernand Lopez is a great coach. It kind of surprised me. I was very surprised when I've seen Fernand Lopez going with that kind of strategy against Francis Ngannou. I was really surprised because I was expecting better preparation on his end. Maybe I overrated Fernand Lopez, but I know he's a very serious coach. I had an interview with the guy. They're talking Francis versus Jones. Yeah. Why not, man? Is John Jones even gonna fight? Ovaj mi je član, pa malo bi duže da sam. No, is John Jones really? Is he gonna fight Stipe Miocic? Is he gonna fight Francis? What is happening? I mean, at the end of the day, who will be his opponent? I take Francis against Jones. Well, if the fight comes to fruition, I think I'm gonna agree with you. Leaning towards Francis. My question is John Jones going? I mean, he plans to fight at heavyweight ETC, but who is going to be his opponent? When will he return? What will be the next fight? There are hints of his potential matchup with Stipe Miocic. But I don't know whether it's official or not. I've heard rumors that it's kind of official, but John Jones is fighting, not fighting. I don't even know who to believe anymore. This isn't the same John Jones as before. He's washed up now. No offense, but John Jones has always been washed up. You know, even at the craziest day of his life, he was winning. He was winning battles. He was winning the greatest fights. The greatest fights. We have to see John first before ruling him washed, mate, says Dabrowski. Stipe also versus Jones in talks. I know it's in talks, but I'm not sure whether it's official or not. I know it's in talks like for ages. I wonder how is that guy going to fight. No, I need to see John Jones in heavyweight. I'm very curious. Maybe Hasbulla versus Gunn. Oh, let's go, man. Let's go with that. Let's go, man. Rock and roll, baby. Rock and roll with that. Hasbulla versus Gunn is awesome. That's an awesome idea. I like your sense of humor. I really like your sense of humor. I'm literally enjoying every single second of it. Man, your sense of humor is so awesome. I really like your sense of humor, friend. Just awesome. It's really awesome. Robert Whittaker won also, man. He fought great. Yeah, it was awesome fight. I predicted Whittaker decision. I know Whittaker is a tough matchup for Marvin Vettori. I know. I mean, Whittaker is very, very technical, and his technicality is so brutal. Marvin is very good, tough matchup. It's very hard to knock him out, but you can always outpoint him. But I've never seen somebody knocking Marvin out. I don't remember somebody knocked him out, but technically, he's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter technically, and I do believe technically Marvin Vettori is a serious test for anybody who wants to take part into striking exchange. I think Chimaev submits Diaz. Submits? I have Chimaev inside the distance, but like submits, it's hard to submit Diaz, but if he submits him, that's gonna be awesome. Okay, slobodno. It's gonna be awesome, but I'd rather see Chimaev winning via doctor stoppage. I think he makes a statement now. We will see. We'll see about that. But thank you all for such a positive energy and positive vibes. It means a lot to me. Because this is the first big name. Oh. Yeah. Burns was a big name too for me. No more. Burns was a big name for me too. Ovo Australijanac, pa uhvatio sam ga ujutro. Kad kaže sad idem na posao.
Dobro, pričamo, šta je već?
Ajde, sad ćeš malo. Daj mi je član. So yeah, this is first, but for me, you know, Gilbert Burns was also a big name for me. Like Gilbert Burns. I think Ferguson upset Lee. Really? I want Ferguson to win so badly, man. You don't even know how badly I want him to win. I bet against Ferguson though, but I'm a die-hard fan of Ferguson, so you don't know how badly I want him to win. I mean, good luck with that bet. Pretty much good luck. I really want him to win so badly. Just agree with you on that. Bro, I got Canelo via KO TKO. Let's go! I got it coming too. But man, have you seen Canelo being outboxed by Bivol? That's not something I've seen coming. Kinda shocked me, honestly. Kinda shocked me. He will stop GGG once and for all. How is GGG doing? How much is his age right now? He's older now, I believe. And Canelo is in the best years for boxing. After this fight, he will be double G, not triple G. Double G! Man, I really like your sense of humor. Okay, I'll be alive for 5 more minutes, but I'm so glad you're in the chat, my long-time supporter. You know, we haven't chat for a long period of time, and it's really a great feeling, you know? Because Canelo wants to make a statement now. Yes, he wants. Oscar Valdez lose embarrassment. Yeah. Yeah, man. Canelo lose to Bivol. Well, Bivol was better that night. I rewatched that fight. Bivol was better. He was better. I mean, way to go, man. Way to go. He was better. He just came better prepared into that fight. Now Eddie Reynoso coming for fire. Oh yeah, he's gonna put that spark. They will fight up. They will light up GGGS. Ooh, I like to hear that, man. That's a nice comment. I really like to hear that. That's a great comment. They will light up GGGS. Eddie Reynoso coming for fire. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Can't believe Ruiz didn't KO Ortiz. He didn't. Ortiz is a tough boy, man. He is 42, but he is tough. Did you see Jose Valenzuela lost? Yes. Yes, I've seen. What a surprise, man. But Ruiz didn't knock out Ortiz. I was like having a feeling that Ortiz might give him a hard time. Like when I said Ortiz might give him a hard time, people were like, what are you talking about? Well, I'm talking about the fact that he can really give him a hard time. He really can. And he gave him a hard time. I think I was over 8.5. I'm going to Haney versus Cambo rematch. You're going? Awesome. That's awesome, man. When will that take place? Can you please remind me? It's in Melbourne, Australia. Yes, I know it's in Melbourne, Australia, but which is the date? Which is the date? Do you know? I know it's in Melbourne, Australia. You're from Melbourne. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I think October. I also think it's some part of the October. Hey, Mick, how are you? I'm just finishing, but thank you so much for stopping by. I think Haney might stop combo or a more dominant whooping than last time. I actually think Cambosos could pull it out. I actually think Cambosos could pull it out. But we'll see. We will see how it plays out. Nah, no way, bro. You're not on combo. You're Australian and you're not on combo. That's interesting. Haney won with one hand, bro. I know, but Haney is world class. Sorry, I keep too busy, brother. I will try to get back more. Kelly. Sorry, I keep too busy, brother. I will try to get back more. Kelly. Thanks, man. I seen Cambo and Haney live. You were live at that fight. I didn't know you were live. You didn't talk about that. Oh, that's awesome. I haven't seen. I mean, you didn't talk about that. I really didn't know that. Haney is light years ahead and way more experience and IQ. IQ way better. I agree on that. IQ way better. You didn't tell me that you were live at that fight. That's so awesome, man. How impressive that could be. It could be really, really impressive. It makes me so much happy, friend. So glad. So glad you were live at that fight, but you didn't tell me. What is your favorite value play? I feel Jamie Pickett is at a really good price. Let me think. Value play. I think Jamie Pickett too. Campbell eating too much souvlaki now. Oh yeah. Fast food. Yeah, fast food. We have a lot of souvlaki here, man, but I'm not a fan of it. I only like gyros. If you're talking about Greek food, I only like gyros. I don't like souvlaki. I know what it is, but it's like, oof, can't eat that. I think Jamie Pickett is a really, really good value play. Alright, guys. I need to finish this stream. I have some obligations later. So, have a great day, everyone. Goodbye. Pickett, good value. He will win. Yeah, I also think. Have a great day, everyone. I need to finish now. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything. And catch you later. Thanks, guys. You are awesome. You are awesome too, not just me. I couldn't do anything without you. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.